What up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? I don't know why I said all that. That's so damn ghetto. Anywho, I like my new sweatshirt. It's just a regular ass Everlast. I just got it from work, so I like it. Anywho, let me let me get my. I should have got this shit together before, but y'all already know how I get down. I stay be late to my own damn live streams. Anywho, there's more ways to people start coming in, then we can discuss. Maybe it's free. They're free. Uh, let's see. I let's see. Need some fitting music. Um. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Like I said, I should have had this shit ready like before, but of course y'all already know how I get down. Anywho, I need something else. Like I ain't got nothing else. Okay. Alrighty. So we gon' I had to get my music together. So I was playing this random B.A.P playlist. So since set the mood. Um, I don't think TS gonna give a bitch copyright. I don't think they've ever really copywritten people. Um, I don't think they ever done that. But just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna have it to a reasonable volume. Cause I ain't got time to be motherfuckers and me with copyrights and shit. It's Taeyong's wife. I forgot that Huron is in this video. I be forgetting. Alright, well, yeah, we gonna just leave it at that. Cause like I said, I don't think they're gonna hit me with a copyright. I don't think TS ever hit people with copyrights before, but anyway. Alright, so news broke yesterday that B.A.P, well, the rest of the members did not renew their contracts with TS. And to be honest, a fucking, I've never seen a fandom so happy for someone to leave a company before. It's actually kind of funny. Um, it really is funny when you think about it. Um, and yeah, I mean, I guess you can technically say B.A.P is a rap. I guess for the time being, it's not like the other members have they're going to another company, so that's why I say it's like a rap. Technically, it's a rap. We don't know what's gonna happen in the future. For all I know, they could I guess at some point they can come back together and do something together in another company or whatever. I mean, I know a lot of people want them to kind of pull a highlight, but at the same time, I've always said this: BAP ain't got highlight money. You know what I'm saying? Like the difference between highlight and BAP is that highlight not only were they successful as a group, but they also had successful solo careers. I mean, Dujun with his acting and stuff like that. Yosa with his solo music. I know like Kikwan and Doyoung and Dujun, they've done like MC stuff and like MC in like variety shows, and Junyoung, he's known for like his songwriting, producing, and stuff like that. Um, and I mean, I can't really say nothing about Hyun Sung because I mean he had his solo, but it didn't do that well. And but like I said, I can't really speak about Hyun Sung. But but yeah, so they've had solo careers. The thing about B.A.P, they never really had really many opportunities to do solo projects. Besides like Woo Youngkook, that's really it. And like I mean yeah, like Jung Up and Daehyun, they what you gonna call it? They had like their like solos when they were performing songs from like their concert and stuff like that. But no one had like a actual like full fledged what you call it debut. You know what I'm saying? Like an actual debut. You know what I mean? Um, so which I still think it's unfortunate to be honest because these are talented people and I don't know why TS didn't capitalize on B.E.P like they did with Secret. I mean, think about it. Hyosung was the most popular member. Before she started doing her solo music, she was more popular on variety shows. Um, Sunhwa, she was doing dramas. I think, um, was it Hana or Zinger? Her, they've done dramas. And Jean, of course, she's done her solo music and things like that. Um, I feel like, yeah, like I said, TS didn't really capitalize on B.P as, like, have them solidify themselves as soloists. I mean, yes, the only one that actually technically had solos was Jungkook, and that was pre-debut. I mean, yeah, he released Yamakaze, but it wasn't like he didn't promote it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't think he actually. No, I think the only song Jungkook actually promoted was "Going Crazy." I remember him doing like music shows and stuff like that. Back when the song was out. Um, I mean, Him Chan could have done modeling. He could have done commercials. He could have done dramas. Didn't really do that. Um, Dakin could have had a solo career as a singer. He could have done musicals. So the Junsu route, you know what I'm saying? I know he's. I think he may have done a musical, but like that could have been like his thing doing musicals. Um, Zello or Jungkook could have done solos. Jung Jae could have been doing like MC, like what I'm saying. Like they could have done other shit, but they didn't, which is unfortunate. So I know people was like, oh, they should do it on company. I'm like, it's really not that simple when you think about it because you can't just walk and be like, everyone start a company. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, Black B, right? The only reason why Black B was able to really do have their own company because PO got like you don't know PO's family they own like duty free shops and like in the airports and shit. So yeah, PO family got coin. So I think if I'm not mistaken, PO's parents fronted the money for their company. Like yes, we know Zico is well known for songwriting, but at that time it was still early in Black B's career. So he at this time I don't think Zico was working with other artists at that point yet. So you know what I'm saying? Hi. So yeah, so that was kind of like the only way that uh Black B can go to their company. Um, if I'm not mistaken, I think a company was started for JYJ as well. I think JYJ's company was started after they left SM. I could be wrong, but I'm just gonna go with me thinking that the company for JYJ was started after they left, and then of course it's JYJ, and they're all like those three were already popular because they're in fucking TVXQ. So there you go. Um, so yeah, like so. I mean, at the time, I guess as of right now, B.A.P is a wrap, but hopefully, in the future, they can come back together and they can still make music. I mean, if they don't, it is what it is. I mean, I still support the members regardless of what happens. Um, In a way, it is kind of bittersweet though, because I mean, it's kind of, you know, that's it. I'm saying? No more B.A.P as of right now. And, it's mostly just them doing solo stuff. Um, yeah, man. To be honest, like, I mean, we all knew this was coming eventually. Like, we were just waiting. Um, I mean, I guess most people in here know, I guess, the history of B.A.P. But I guess I'll go down the line for those who watch this who aren't all that familiar with B.A.P. I mean, hell, you can fucking Google that shit. But whatever. Anywho, so I mean, I guess we can go back to 2011, and Jungkook is the first member we're introduced to. Like I said before, he's had singles going crazy, and I remember did him chance the other member we're introduced to because he was emceeing the show at the time. And then after that, we get introduced to Zello because, Bang and Zello. Which, again, I don't know why TS never had them do another song. I don't know why. Don't know why. But whatever. Yeah, I think, like, the only song that we got from Bang and Zello was Prayer. Was Pray, excuse me. That was Pray. And that was years later. Um, so, fast forward to January. They debut. If you ask me, I don't think this is really, debated. But I'd say Warrior is definitely top 5 best debut songs ever. You can find me in the comments. You can find me if you want to, but a lot of people would agree that is at least top 5. Like up there with, Shiny's Replay and 21's Fire and shit like that. Like up there is like one of like the best K-pop debut songs. Still don't know how they didn't get their first win with Warrior. Whatever. Um and then like just thinking about like just 2012, like a lot of people debuted that year. Of course, we had B.A.P, EXO, VIX, B2B, C Clown, AOA, Evil. I think Public debuted that year. 24K. Um, who else debuted 2012? New East. Uh, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of people that debuted 2012. I actually remember like people talking about like I don't think that was the thing to have so many people debut in one year. You know what I'm saying? Like the most I think I've ever heard of a group is like heard not a group of like a set of people debuting in years like maybe like what 6. Like if you think of 2012, I mean 20. Okay, go back to like 2009, right? We had 21, FX, Beast, 4 Minute, Secret, Tiara, Rainbow. Yeah, it's about like 7 people. At least I can't remember on top of my head that had debuted. Um, like in like 2009 and stuff like that. But it seems like now it's like the more the years have keep going, the more like rapid people debut and shit. But obviously we know like the top 2 rookies of 2012 was EXO and B.A.P. And also I've never seen a group release that much material in their rookie year. I mean, Warrior, Power, No Mercy, Crash, and Stop It. That's 5 comebacks. So they did not have a break at all. It still blows my mind how they were able to release that much stuff in that many comebacks in their rookie year. I don't think I've ever seen any other group release that much shit in a year. Like, not even. It's crazy when you really think about it. Like they was knocking these shits out. Um, it's crazy. It really is. And then of course, we get to 2013. Of course, this is when I get introduced to B.A.P. I got introduced to B.A.P. February 2013. This is when One Shot had came out. Um, quick story time, I guess, for how I got introduced to B.A.P. So I was really into watching reaction videos and stuff like that. Um, so one morning I woke up and I would do like my typical routine. Wake up, I look directly at my phone, see if I have any missed calls, missed texts, things like that, and I would go on YouTube to check, who uploaded a new video. At the time, who uploaded a video? I think it was Mr. Popo. He um he had uploaded a video reacting to One Shot. Now, why I watched the reaction first and the actual video was stupid as fuck. And I was like, you know what? I didn't get it, and I couldn't really hear the song. So like, let me watch the video. So I watched the video, and I was immediately hooked. Like literally first listen, I was like, who the fuck is this group? I need to know who this is. And at this point, this is when I was getting more into K-pop. Like I was learning a lot more around this time. The only group that I knew of, I didn't really know too many groups back in 2012, but 2013 started with Big Bang, and then it led to me with B.A.P, Block B, Shiny, Infinite, Teen Top, Beast, 4 Minute, Miss A, uh, who the fuck else I was getting into back then? M Black. Um, I think I found out about Rain 2013, like a bunch of people back then. Um, so yeah, like I said, really started out pretty much with Big Bang and came from there. And then, um, like I said, released One Shot. Still don't know how they didn't get their first one with One Shot, but whatever. Then May 2013 was when I first saw them in concert, and I literally went on a whim. Like I literally found some girl selling a ticket like 3 a.m. the day of the concert, and I barely had money for anything, and I literally just like went there. I'm thinking I could have got scammed because I'd never done nothing like that before. So went there, got my ticket, and enjoyed the show. That was my first, actually B.A.P was my first K-pop concert. Then they released Bad Man, and then later 2013 was they debuted in Japan. So we got One Shot and Warrior. Then 2014 comes. So then I'm trying to think what came out first. No Mercy, then First Sensibility. I think that's what came first. I think No Mercy in Japan came out then. We got the first full length album. Everyone was, excited about that because people was waiting for a full length album from B.A.P. We finally got it. And then it got their first win with, Angel. And then at this point, that's when it started blowing up. Like they started getting real popular. I mean, they'd already been popular, but they just hadn't gotten their first win. It's kind of like, how can I explain it? Like, I guess like a Monster X kind of thing. Like people know who Monster X is, but at that time they just hadn't gotten their first win. So it's kind of like that type of shit. So it's the same thing. It was like that with B.A.P or whatever. And so they went on tour again, and I saw them. It was the day before my 25th birthday. So that's pretty much for my 25th birthday at a B.A.P concert. That was 2014. And then after that, they released, what was it, the Unplugged single album. And after that, they went ghost. So we figured either they're working on some new shit or they're taking a break. Because I know a lot of people's like, they need a break. They just been constantly just pumping out this music with no breaks. And then months go by. I mean, 2014 was a rough year for K-pop. I mean, people leaving their groups, dating scandals, the whole ladies' code situation, the whole bomb situation. A lot of drama was going on in 2014. And so we fast forward to November 2014, and then we get the news of the lawsuit. I mean, I made I didn't make a video about the lawsuit because I hadn't started my channel yet. But when I first heard about the lawsuit, of course, I was pissed. Not because they're like my biased group, but just the fact that hearing like what the issue was and the fact that they wasn't getting money and the fact, just being mistreated, I was as anyone would, I was upset. I mean, the fact that they came out with like between 2012 and 2014, they released about what 12, 11, 12 albums. That's including mini albums, full length albums, singles, like just so much shit. And those that what 3 years, right? And you mean tell me they only made 18 grand? Really? Okay, and then like people's coming out, speaking out against TS. I think who's it? I think like Dahyun's vocal coach. He was talking about how like the members were mistreated, how like they didn't have cell phones, which is I always find kind of. I mean, I can kind of understand to an extent. Like I know it's like a lot of groups don't get their own cell phones until like their first win. Cause I know Monster X was that they couldn't get cell phones until like their first win. So I didn't have cell phones. They barely can go see family. Members had to perform whether they were sick and or injured. They was kind of like forcing them to still perform. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh well, we're gonna do this, that, and the third if you don't perform, like that type of shit. So it just got real messy. And then I also feel bad for Silent Moon because the fact that they debuted, that was like the worst time to debut a group, especially when the the news of the lawsuit had came out. Now, obviously, they had been planning on debuting Silent Moon for a minute, but I felt like they should have just postponed it until at least 2015. But it's like they literally debuted these girls like weeks after the lawsuit came out to the public, and people was, oh man, I remember the reception for Silent Moon. It was terrible. They was talking about people was pissed off because they felt like they stole B.A.P's color, and that like their symbol looked similar to the Motoki, the Motoki, and what I'm saying, they were trying to make them like the female B.A.P and all this other shit, and it didn't work out. And I really did feel bad for Silent Moon. It wasn't their fault. It was TS's really awful timing. And still they haven't popped off since. I feel like they were fucked from the jump. The 2015 comes, we're kind of wondering what the hell's going on. I think the only thing during 2015 we was getting like Young Gook released 4:44 a.m. Zello had done some stuff on like like YouTube and like SoundCloud and stuff. I think I remember Daehyun doing like covers on YouTube. That was pretty much it that we heard from B.A.P. I to be honest, I don't listen to 44 a.m. It's just too much to listen to. It's hard to listen to. I really do not listen to that song. I think I remember listening to it the first couple of times, but after that, I don't listen to it. It's really hard to listen to. Um, and so then 2015 comes, and then near the end, we get the news that they decided to go back to TS. Now, this is when I first started my channel, and I remember we probably, if you want to go back, but I remember making a video about my feelings about them going back to TS, and I wasn't here for it because something in my heart, I just knew it wasn't going to work out, or they go back, it was going to be like just the same thing that was before. Um, so I don't think there was any like mistreatment per se, but it was rough for B.A.P when they came back to TS. And to be honest, I'm gonna say it, but a lot of people don't really say it though. But I feel like a lot of babies jump ship to fuck with BTS. I mean, think about it. Around the time B.A.P was kind of like blowing up after First Sensibility, BTS was, this was like the slow start for BTS. They came out with, oh god, the name of the fucking album, I know what it is. School Love Affair, right? It came out sort of around the same time, so I remember buying both albums around the same time. And so, you know what I'm saying? So BTS was kind of like, it was like a slow burn for BTS. But then, about time 2015 came and I Need You came out, BTS blew the fuck up. And so I really do feel like a lot of babies jump ship because of the fact that, they figured before we found out it was coming back, they figured BP was a rap, or the fact that people were pissed that they decided to go back to TS and they said, fuck y'all, and then we're gonna go, you know, fuck with BTS. Nothing against BTS, obviously. I fuck with BTS. But you gotta call a spade, because I feel like it's the truth. A lot of armies now used to be babies back then. Um, I definitely felt a way about it, because I'm like, see, the only way I wouldn't fuck with a group anymore is if I just don't like the music, or if like the group does some real foul shit. But even then, like, there's members of groups that I just don't like, but I still like the group. For instance, like Super Junior. I only like a handful of members of Super Junior. Um, like JYJ. I used to be a fan of Yuchen, not anymore. You know what I'm saying? So like shit like that. Um, I mean, yeah, I mean there are a couple groups that I don't really listen to like I used to, like Teen Top. Just it's just because the music just wasn't doing it for me. And I still like Infinite, but again, I didn't really like their last comeback. But I still like Infinite. Got Seven's another one. I like Got Seven, but just the music is like, it's like, so for me. Like sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. It really depends. Um, but yeah, I definitely felt the way like y'all like not draw, but like some people just like, okay, well fuck B.A.P, we gonna fuck with this group now, like for real. But whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then like during that period, like it was kind of like what's gonna happen. It was like the same thing with Black B. You know what I'm saying? When Black B had their lawsuit with Stardom back in like what, I think this happened like 2013, and it didn't come back to like late 2013. Cause I know like whatchamacallit, Blockbuster came out 2012. So like after they promoted Blockbuster, like so like 2013, it was kind of like up in the air what's gonna happen with Block B, and then we end up what ended up happening with Block B. Um, yeah, so then they come back, and it was weird because then I think at the same time a lot of new fans came in like 2015, and it blew my mind that a lot of people was like, when they came back with Young Wild and Free, a lot of people thought that B.A.P was a new group. I'm sitting here like, I mean, y'all. I mean, the thing is, they only were gone for like what, a year. You was like what, like a year or some change. You would have thought B.A.P was gone for like 4 years. Like it was crazy how like their popularity just took a fucking nosedive. And I just don't understand. Like I said, they weren't really gone for that long. They really weren't. So now when you think about like when groups just keep having comebacks after comebacks, because I think these companies are scared that if these groups are gone for too long, that no one's gonna fuck with them. But at the same time, it's like if they constantly come out with music, people are gonna get sick of them. You know what I'm saying? Cause I just read something like Twice is about to have a comeback, like what, April? I'm like, bruh, Twice hasn't had a break since their debut. You know what I'm saying? That's another group that needs to that needs to chill out is Twice. Cause JYP people are gonna go to the bone. Um, you know what I'm saying? So, um, Yeah, so I mean, it was just weird. Like people was like, "Oh my god, who was B.A.P? Are they new?" I'm like, "No, like they've been out for years." But yeah, like I said, a lot of new fans, came out around that time, and then around that time, a lot of new fans wasn't really trying to fuck with like older groups, like anybody past 2014, 2013, they wasn't really trying to fuck with. Um, I mean, and I feel like that's some of it now. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to like. I guess they feel like the second generation is like kind of like the old heads or whatever. I don't know, but um, and then yeah, like I said, I feel like the popularity just kind of took a nosedive after that. I mean, the music wasn't bad. The music wasn't the problem. I feel like the music was still good. It's just for some reason, just the popularity just went down, and I don't think it really got it picked back up like it was, which is kind of sad. What I'm saying? I just remember 2016 came and Carnival came out, and what I'm saying, everyone was excited for Carnival because B.A.P wasn't really known for doing more like happier music. I mean, most people think of B.A.P for songs like Warrior and One Shot and things like that. When I mean, even though like they didn't really do a lot of more like more like upbeat type of music. So I was really happy when Carnival had came out, and yeah, and then after that it came out with what was that damn song? That's My Jam. That was after Carnival, and then they was releasing stuff in Japan, still, and then of course, and then in 2016 we found out that Jungkook was taking a break, and he was gonna promote for Noir because he was taking a break from music, deal with mental health issues, and I think at that time, a lot of other people were doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's not like I mean, it sucked. Not it's to me, it really did suck to not have Jungkook there, but at the same time, it's not like B.A.P hadn't promoted without a member. Because y'all did not know, for One Shot, Him Chan was not there for like the entire promotions for One Shot because he injured his hand. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think how he injured his hand, someone slammed his hand in the car, like in a car door. I think that's what happened. Girl, I don't know. I know it was a long ass time ago, but he was not there for any of the promotions for One Shot, and we was like, well, is he gonna make it to the tour? But he came in time, just in time for the tour, the first tour. Um, yeah. So what I'm saying. Whatchamacallit, Noir came, and then after that, 2017 comes, and then of course we get um they come, Young Ghost comebacks with Wake Me Up, which is definitely one of like my top 5 favorite songs of B.A.P. And then after that was wait no, I'm trying to think. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, I think like Honeymoon and Hands Up came out like right after each other. Like it wasn't like split up for a while. Yeah, I don't think there was like a really long gap between Honeymoon and Hands Up, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, and then I think what was I mean, not a lot happened back in 2017. Like I said, they was kind of like back and forth between Korea and Japan. And then 2018, Jungkook left. Like I said, we kind of figured it was gonna happen sooner or later. But what I did not know was that he was like supposed to leave like months prior. The same thing with Zello. I didn't know Zello and Jungkook were supposed to leave around the same time, but they decided to stay, which was I was like, oh, okay. And then they did the last tour. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to go. Um, and now here we are. So to be honest, I mean, everyone can agree it was for the best. I mean, like I said, We don't know if there was any mistreatment, if people weren't making their money. No one said anything. But for all we know, next year or some shit, they could be like, yeah, TS, where my money at, or what? I don't know. We don't know. So I'm just going to assume everything was Gucci. It's just, they just felt like I'd be out. So, but yeah, it's just, I've never seen a group be so happy for a group to leave. Usually when a member leaves, or when a group leaves a company, it's like a lot of drama. People get upset and angry. Babies was like celebrating the fact that they left TS. But yeah, like I said, it's for the best. Like, I just feel like just shit wasn't the same when they came back. And the same, I feel like the same was Secret. You know what I'm saying? Because let's keep it real. The only people that was bringing in money at TS was Sanamu and, I'm sorry, Secret and B.A.P. Because Sanamu still never popped off. And that new boy group, is it TRC and G? They never popped off either. So I don't know what the hell TS is going to do now that both their money makers are gone. I kind of don't care. I was like, I kind of don't give a shit. Um, like I said, it is what it is at this point. Um, like I said, I'm just really hoping for at some point they get back. All six of them can come back together at some point. Um, I mean, I know Jungkook is supposed to release an album sometime this year. I'm excited for it. Um, they really didn't do nothing with that group. They really didn't. They really didn't. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for what Jungkook is cooking up. I mean, he just released a song not too long ago. Um, and he's about to go on tour in Europe. That's exciting. I hope he makes his way to America, because if he does, my black ass will be there. I just hope it's not like, hopefully it's somewhere I can sit down, because I'm not built for GA. But anyway, Zello was having like a fan meeting in Japan and shit. So they listen. They got bills to pay. So it's like, hey, I can't be mad. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I really don't know what else really to say. I mean, like, TS was just shit. Because, I mean, like I said, they did Secret dirty. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't sit there and act like Secret did not pretty much make TS. The same thing with Hyuna and Cube. That's just what it is. I mean, yes, I mean, I can't sit there and was all just Hyuna, because, I mean, Beast was popular also. But she kind of, after, say after A Pink and Beast left, and for a minute ended, Hyuna still kept up with kept Cube afloat. I mean, they we all see what happened with Gina. We all see how they ruined shit with Rain. That other soloists that barely came out with shit. CLC just got their first win. Pentagon could have, I mean, I can't like. I feel like if Cube handled the whole Hyuna and Edon situation better, I feel like Pentagon last year could have been their year. I really do. I really do. So pretty much their saving grace these days is like B2B and G Idol. But now B2B members are starting to enlist and shit, so I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with Cube, but yeah, like they really didn't do nothing with Sanamu. Sanamu just never, like, again, I put CLC and Sanamu in the same category. I keep messing with this damn tripod, but I'm just trying to, like, you know, um, Sanamu and CLC, I put them in the same category because they just never, they were kind of like conceptually in limbo because they never had a concept that stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like the songs could have been good, but just the concept just never really worked. You know what I mean? The same thing with the TRCNG group. Ugh. Yeah, I really don't know what else that's going to do, man. I don't know. I really don't know. Um, I mean, like I said, B.A.P is still. I mean, like I said, B.A.P is still gonna be my ultimate bias group. With Is somebody calling me? Hold on. Oh, she called my uncle. That's what called me. That's what called me. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, like there's still, like I said, I mean, if 21 can still be my ultimate bias group and they're no more, I'm not going to just drop B.A.P because they're not on TS anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I said, only the future can go from here. Like I said, I just want everyone to be successful and be happy and things like that. Yeah, I wouldn't B.A.P nothing but the best. I really do. But I feel like things would have been better had TS not fucked them over from the jump. I really do. Like I just it grinds my gears whenever I hear a story about a group being mistreated. You know what I'm saying? Not making no money. You know what I'm saying? Like they work their asses down to the bone, and they have nothing to show for it financially. Like when you think about it, some of these idols, they're doing this to take care of their family. Not only they're following their dreams, but some of them are like taking care of their whole families. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you do stuff and when you like do these people dirty like that, not only are you doing the your artist doing, but you're doing their family dirty too. You know what I'm saying? Because the the landlord don't want to hear, oh well, my son didn't get paid by the company. Can you extend my rent? They don't want to hear that shit. The water, saying the utility person ain't gonna want to hear that shit. The phone people want to hear that shit. So it just pisses me off when I hear a story about a group, saying being mistreated, not making no money. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep thinking about the legend. Like these people literally had like no heat, no running water, and no power. Seriously, I'm surprised they had somewhere to stay. To be honest, and then it's always like a mess to get out the contract. Like it is always like a whole ass mess. Like a mess. But I said I'm just happy, they out of there. Deuces, bitch, like we out. Like I'm buying. I am happy that this is over. Contracts are done. So I feel like B.A.P don't owe them shit because I feel like the difference between like nullifying your contract and contract expirations, you don't really owe them nothing. So man, I don't think. See, the thing about Jungkook, he could do that type of shit, but I know it's not his. I know it's not his style to be like messy. I mean, he could have. Maybe he'll drop like subliminals. Probably. I can see him doing that. Um. So yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to talk more about B.A.P, like I guess we can talk about you guys' experiences with B.A.P. You know what I'm saying? Are you a fan? I'm assuming that everyone watching is a fan of B.A.P. Like, you know what I'm saying? Have you been around from the beginning? Did you come like later on? Are you like fairly new? We're talking about B.A.P here. So I'm so happy that I got to see them live. Yeah, man, I'm very fortunate that have been able to see them twice. Of course, I mean, unfortunately, I couldn't see them every time they came. The reason why I didn't go see them the last 3 times is because I didn't have no money and the venues were terrible. That's why I didn't go. But I was happy to have seen them the first 2 times. And those are very memorable concerts for me. So I came a little late. I was reacting to them around 2016 because babies asked me to watch them and their music was great. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm glad that, even though around, like I said, around this time, the popularity, they weren't really like necessarily a popular group as they were prior, but people still, still decide to still like, listen to their music and things like that. Yeah. I'm just waiting for Jungkook's album to drop. I'm excited. And that's my open bias, so of course I'm still gonna support B.A.P. Yeah, like I said, One Shot was what got me. It's funny because I'm playing it now. So yeah, that's what got me to B.A.P. was definitely One Shot. I discovered them in 2014 when I first got to K-pop because they were my friend's favorite group. Okay. Yeah, and then like also like B.A.P. was one of like the first few groups to actually go on a world tour. Cause see back then people when they called world tour was just like up and down Asia and like 3 stops in the States. I mean, of course B.A.P. was in Korea and of course all over Asia, Japan obviously. They would do more. They do hella stops in the States. I know they've done like of course New York, L.A. I think they went like to Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, stuff like that. I think they definitely went to Canada. I know they went to Europe. Um, they even went to like Australia, and I don't think a lot of groups go to Australia or like New Zealand. Yeah, so they actually like one of like those few groups that actually went on a tour. Or I know they definitely been to like South America and like Mexico. So yeah, like they actually went on a actual like world tour. Um, so yeah, man. I know that was like 2014. No, 20. That was the third tour they went on when they went on like that crazy world tour that I remember. I think. Is that it? No. Oh no, it might be the one I went to. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, whatever. I can't remember all these damn tours and stuff like that. Um. So okay. Does anyone have like a favorite moment with B.A.P? Like a favorite song or favorite performance or stuff like that? Um, my favorite song is at 100% One Shot. Like I said, it's one of those few songs when you hear it the first time and you instantly fall in love with it. I mean, of course, I like it without the video, but I like it with the video as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to listen. I don't have to listen to the song without, with the video. Um, yeah, Skydive, yeah, man. I just like, and it's funny because when I think about One Shot, it's one of those K-pop videos. Like, it was really unpredictable, and it was like definitely different from videos I saw of K-pop before, because most K-pop videos were kind of my more performance based, and I didn't really see too many storyline based K-pop videos, and that took me for a loop because of the story. Um, but just like the sound, like the actual, like you take out everything else and just listen to the actual song. That used to knock in my car. It really did. Okay. It says, my favorite moment is when I met them, when Hen Chan gave me shade. He did? Why he do that? That sounds like him. That sounds some shit he do. I really like the skydive video. Yeah, it was like one shot, but like 10 times over the top with like the violence. Like I thought one shot was violent. This was like way more violent with skydive. My favorite album is Carnival, and that was my first B.A.P album I bought with my own money. Yeah, the first B.A.P album I bought was One Shot. And that's when like I knew that was actually the second K-pop album I bought was One Shot. And that's when I first started buying albums, and I didn't really know where to buy albums. I was like I was still kind of learning. Like that's when I started like slowly building my collection at that time. Um, yeah, I used to always get my albums from a place called K-Pop Heaven, and I used to love that place because they was based in Connecticut. Of course, I live in Jersey, so instead of me waiting 2-3 weeks, I had to wait 2-3 days. It's a little pricey though when you think about it, but that's where I used to always get my shit from. Cause fuck yes Asia, yes Asia is way too fucking expensive to be honest. Um, so y'all wasn't ready for skydive. I don't think anyone was ready for skydive. I mean the fact that it was like 10 minutes, and you know people's time, you know people's attention span. Ain't nobody trying to sit through no damn 10-minute video. They really aren't. So I knew some shit was gonna pop off. It was gonna be 10 whole minutes. I was like, bruh. And I think it was like 10 minutes, like exactly 10 minutes. It said I just yelled that I love you, Hen Chan, and he looked down at me and raised his eyebrows, but I felt that shade. Oh come on, Hen Chan. That's a little. That's a little mean. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I love fighting with my best friend about Daehyun being loud. She thinks he's not loud. No, he is hella loud. Like he's unnecessarily loud. I'm like, dude, like we're like right here. Why are you yelling? Oh my god, I just think about, you know who else is like that? June from Icon. He's loud as hell too. It's like, fam, we're like in the same room. He really don't know. He really doesn't need a mic. Like, dude, we're literally in the same room. Why are you loud? Like, you don't have to bring it down. I just remember it was like, I think I watched like a compilation video of like Daehyun just being like loud. I don't know, I don't remember what video it was, but I remember like someone made a compilation and just being like unnecessarily loud. I'm like, bruh. um, but yeah, so I said One Shot is my favorite song of theirs. My favorite moment though, my favorite moment would be B.A.P. Um, probably seeing them um for the second time because it was it was April 13th, 2014. My birthday is April 14th. So not only am I seeing one of my favorite groups, but it's also my 25th birthday. So that was a really, you know what I'm saying, that was a great, that's probably like one of my favorite moments. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I got to see my favorite group pretty much for my 25th birthday. Definitely. And like one of my favorite performances of theirs, um I remember I did a video years ago, like my favorite B.A.P performances, but it got took down because of copyright. But I think I uploaded it to like another account. Not on YouTube though. But yeah, I think one of my favorite performances, oh gosh, I can't think of the fucking, what song was it? It had to be One Shot. I think, yeah, I think it was like one of the performances for One Shot. It was like a music show performance. That was probably one of my favorites. And I used to like always look forward to like certain people's reaction videos. So like I knew Jasmine and Courtney's were going to have me rolling. I knew K Spazzy was going to be over the top. Um, so those were like my two favorite reaction channels I used to love when it came to B.A.P. I still watch old reaction videos to like B.A.P. And I've watched them videos like 800 times. But I think my favorite though was with K Spasm because like their videos for B.A.P ended up getting longer and longer and longer. Like man, I swear, like the reaction video for Batman was literally 20 minutes because they kept going back to the beginning because like some crazy shit would happen in the video and they would spaz out and they would have to start the video like all over again. I can already tell you that video was probably long as hell to edit. But it also like kind of like my favorite. I don't think I'm gonna do that when I get out of here. It's like watch some old reaction videos of B.A.P. So I like seeing him, Chan, and Jungkook interact. Oh, she said, oh, like David Dahyun. Why you gotta yell? We can hear you. So I want to see them perform Honeymoon in front of my face as OT6. Yeah, man. I mean, hopefully, if things work out, they can get back together. That would be cool. I would really enjoy that. I would. Um, Another favorite moment of mine is this is back in 2013. So I used to deliver newspapers for the Star Ledger out here in Jersey, and um, I had like an old iPod. That was my baby though. It was my first iPod Touch. Right? It was old. I think it was like generation 2 or 3. It was old as shit. I think I still have it. I don't feel like digging for it. But I had like a K-pop playlist. I'll put like every single K-pop song I had on my iPod on this playlist, and that was pretty much what I would listen to in the car when I would do my routes. And like, so pretty much, like I said, it would be like late at night. Um, so I would go to the depots, what we called it, get my papers, and then the rest of the night I was spent doing my route. And so I would, have my just playlist on shuffle. Like I said, just all the K-pop songs, just on repeat. Well, not on shuffle. So that would get me through my routes and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of scary doing it by myself, like riding around late at night. But yeah, so it got me through my routes. And I remember um, every time my mom would be in the car with me, because I would always play music when I was in the car. My mom got sick of that shit. but I was like playing Hurricane like crazy in the car. Like to the point like my mom, like that's one of my mom's favorite K-pop songs. She doesn't know a bunch of K-pop songs. Of course, Fantastic Baby is like her favorite. But my mom loves Hurricane. I don't know why. I think because I played that shit in the car like 8 billion times. And she was like, we heard this song already. And she was like, play something else. But she would make me play something else because I kept playing like Hurricane. Or just like the mini album like over and over and over in the car. So one of my favorite moments was when I had enough money to get P1 and got to do a high touch. Then he was so nice to me, being nervous to make eye contact. It was the best 5 seconds. Man, I remember the first B.A.P concert I went to was when I didn't know what high touches were. I was like, what the fuck is a high touch? And so no. That was from the first tour. That was the second tour. The second tour, they did high touches. So like, you had to buy the album, and if you got in the albums, you would have a high touch pass. This one chick bought 8 albums, mind you. These albums were damn near $30. I didn't pay that much when I bought it from Korea. I'm like $30, bro. Anywho, this girl bought 8 copies. How about she ended up getting 8 high touch passes? And like, I mean, like she only needed one, and she just got that lucky. She got 8 of them, and so she was just like passing them off to people. I think had already like left at that point, and then I found out like after I left that no, yeah, because someone I was with was do the high touch. I didn't do the high touch. I probably would have shit myself had I done that. I probably would have had a fucking heart attack. So I'm kind of glad I didn't do it. I probably would have been so fucking scared. And mind you, I'm older than all of them, but I still probably would have looked. I can always tell you, I probably would have been like freaking the fuck out. um, well, that was crazy. So the best moment ever was when I told Jungkook he was my favorite member and I got to hug him. I'm surprised to let you do that because you know how sometimes these hot touches and like these photos, these group photos, they be like, you can't do this, can't do that. So I'm surprised that they actually let you touch him. Do they still make reaction videos? If you're talking about case spazzing, they hadn't made a reaction video in like, I think the last time they did a reaction video had to be like 2017. I think. Maybe, but it's been yeah. I think it's like 2016 might be the last time they was doing reaction videos, but I haven't done reaction videos in a long time. Um, hi, hi, hello. um, it says the only member I didn't get to meet was Jungkook. Okay. Zello was mad, so I can yeah he looks really like gigantic, and I'm 5'9". So he gotta be like a smooth 6 and some change. Like my older brother, he's like 6'2", so he gotta be like around that height. Because he just looks gigantic. Said the loof is a oh man. I mean speaking of the loof, man oh man. Okay. So it just reminds me of like the second tour, right? So I went to the like I said, I'm in line and I see these group of people with these T-shirts, and they had Roof Gang on the T-shirts, right? And it caused this whole drama. Cause I know like at the time, it came like an issue when people like made the whole like the roof is on fire joke and like it was cute in the beginning, but they just like ran it into the ground and these people had like yeah they had like a bunch of Roof Gang T-shirts and stuff, and it was like at the show, and people were like mad, and it was like going all over Twitter and stuff like that, and like Instagram and whatnot, pissed off because they were saying that they were being offensive to Him Chan because of him pronouncing roof instead of roof. I didn't think it was really all that deep, to be honest, but I remember people were like talking about it, like making whole ass YouTube videos about it. And one of the girls in the group, I remember she was a YouTuber, and I know like she kind of like backed away from YouTube for a while because like she was getting like crazy death threats and stuff, but I think it was like over the top, to be honest. It was over the top. And then also that same concert, because I think the my stop, the New York stop was like the first show. Was it the first show? Yeah, the first show, right? So usually how these K-pop shows go in New York, they go straight to they go straight to Koreatown. Now, mind you, this is New York. You can have anything you want to eat. You can eat Italian. You can eat fucking soul food. You can eat Japanese. You can eat any type of food in New York. But they just automatically go straight to Koreatown. So everyone rushes over to K-Town, which is 32nd Street, and they always go to the same restaurant, which is Sheila Restaurant. It's before. you get to Korea books, right? I never been into the restaurant, but I mean, just restaurants in New York are like hella expensive. Excuse me. So from what I was told, I think Mr. Popo did a video on it, like whatever. So story has it. Um, Call it? A bunch of people went to the same restaurant as B.A.P. Now B.A.P was upstairs. Everyone else was downstairs. And I guess they were trying to make their way upstairs, so they ordered like a bunch of food, like $500 worth of food, and they kind of did a dine and dash. So like once BAP left, they left and they didn't pay the bill. That was that was a whole mess. It was a whole mess. It was yes, it was like I mean it was like a huge group of people. But I said they only went to that restaurant because BAP was there. Because like I said, every time someone comes to New York, they always go to K Town and they always go to the same fucking restaurant in New York, like in K Town. And now there's other Korean restaurants, but they always go to that same one. So everyone goes and they flood fucking K Town. It's like people everywhere, right? Um, but yeah, man, it was like they said it was like $500. They were just ordering crazy amounts of food. My thing was, it's like, why would you order that much? I mean, like I said, food in New York is expensive. Like shit, they don't even have dollar menus in New York. That's how expensive this shit is. Like they do, there's no such thing as dollar menus in New York, not a one. So, especially like restaurants, that shit's expensive. I think like for barbecue, you spending like $30-$40 for K barbecue. That shit is not cheap. Like the call it? Fuck, what's the name of the name? The karaoke bars, right? The only it's best if you go with a group of people because I heard that shit's expensive too. Um, Obviously they're cheaper in Korea. Obviously, I think Korean barbecue is cheaper in LA than it is in New York, to my understanding. Yeah, I think it's like a little cheaper in LA than in New York. Um, but yeah, man, it was 500 big ones, man. And they just died and dashed. They said once BAP left, they was out that door quick, fast, in a fucking hurry. I said, oh my god, that was a mess. I remember people was like super duper pissed, bro. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Um, the video might have probably got deleted because that was so long ago. I don't even know how to find it. Oh, so yeah, you could have possibly deleted it. Let's see. Oh, I turned this heat down. It's kind of hot in here. Damn it. I fuck it. Um. Yeah, it most likely got deleted. I forgot. I was like, yeah, it probably got deleted. It's probably on like his old channel, some shit. But anywho, that shit was crazy. So whatever happened with him Chan with the I don't know. Like they literally has said nothing. I heard nothing since the initial story had came out. And that's been months now. So I have no idea what's going on with the whole him Chan situation. I mean, obviously it ain't that serious to go on tour. Um But you know what I'm saying, when they did the last tour and whatnot. So I don't know, man. Damn, Josh, and I also remember I used to like I didn't max out my credit card, but I damn near maxed out my credit card because I had pre-ordered B.A.P singles, first singles in Japan. I had to get it. I almost maxed that bitch out when I first had it. I said, but I gotta get it. I didn't care. So I didn't care. I had to get it. Um, but yeah, man. Slowly but surely, my collection is coming together. Speaking of, I actually got some stuff in the mail the other day. If you guys want to see it, hold on, let me go try and dig it out. Let me put my stuff back in my wallet. Hold on. God, I don't feel like going to work tomorrow. I'm gonna stay home. I can be like an asshole and be like everyone else and like call out. But I ain't gonna do all that. Alright, so let me go get my albums. Okay. I'm back. Um, it's in here. So, I actually had got this stuff like last year. But normally with me in Zen Market, it takes me forever to get my shit out of Zen Market. Even though it didn't cost me a lot of money, but it usually takes me like forever to get my stuff out of Zen Market. There you go. It's unrelated to B.A.P, but I got it anyway. So I got YG's 10th anniversary album. Um, I bought it because there was a couple songs, like old school YG songs I really do like. And since I couldn't find the albums they were on, I found out that these were on the album. This is what the album looks like. Hold on. I'm trying to close it. Um, oops. I'm fucking up. Hold up. Oops. Okay. This is what it looks like. So it's like a bunch of flaps. So you open it this way, and then this way, and then this way, and then this way. This is what the album. It's a lot opening this fucking album. But yeah, so if you're ever interested in trying to listen to like old school YG, this album came out 2006. This shit came out 13 years ago. Um, yeah, this shit came out 13 years ago. It's actually really good condition for a 13-year-old album. But anyway, enough for that. So I finally got Stop It. Y'all been looking for this album for years, literally since 2013. And if I was to find it, I didn't have money to buy it, or it was like, mad expensive, or was damaged. This is in really bomb condition. This is Stop It. This is the third single. It's the one with the single Stop It. This is this one. So I'm gonna click unboxing. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of weird me doing an unboxing like this, but whatever. Of course, I flipped out because I'm like, what's all this? And this is when they went back to blonde. The lighting here is so goddamn terrible. Okay, it's better. I kind of understand. I don't understand this styling for this album. I don't get it, but okay. I think I paid like. Man, I ain't paying $8 for that shit. I can get that bitch on Zenmarket right now for like $2. And I'm sure they get it too. Yeah, I'm like slacking like a motherfucker on my B.A.P collection. That's a lot of albums to get. So shit. So it's hard being multi-fandom, bro. This is pretty much it. Just like the credits and shit. Yeah, so this is Stop It. Um, yeah. And the other album I got was Massive. This is like the last album before Young Good had left. It's the CD DVD version, Type A. The back looks like. I think I paid like maybe $4 for it. I was supposed to say I try to get it from like Zenmarket because I know Zenmarket. If I like digging for it, I can find B.A.P albums for cheap. It's just I gotta pay for like the commission and shipping and having it sent to my house. So that's why I don't really like buy a lot of stuff from Zenmarket unless I got the money for it. Um, so yeah, I love this cover the most because my man is in the front. So like I said, there's not much in this one, but I still wanted to buy it. And just thinking like how different, like how more grown up they look here than it was. So this came out 2018. Stop It came out 2012. Oh, that's it. Yeah, so just credit. So there's no group picture in this album. And I actually bought this morning. I bought a copy of Power because I didn't have Power. So now I've officially finished OT. I finished 2012 B.A.P, which took me years to fucking finish. I already have 2013 down, got 2014 down, got 2015. I just, like Korean wise, I just need put them up, Blue and Ego. That's it. That's literally it. Like I said, I just got this. I've been looking for this. I just bought Power this morning. The album over here. So that's the only Korean albums, if I'm not mistaken, I need. Yeah, because I have Carnival. I got Matrix finally. Um, what other album I was looking for? Okay, where's the other thing at? Yup. And I just need to finish just Japanese. So I just need a bunch of singles. So like, what are the singles I need? I need Feel So Good. I need Fly High. I need the first Japanese album, Best Absolute Perfect. I need Honeymoon, which I have, which I don't have. I need, okay, yeah. So Japan, on top of my head, I just need, I need Feel So Good, Fly High, Best Absolute Perfect, Unlimited. Is that the name? Yeah, Unlimited. Um, the fuck. Unlimited. Honeymoon and Hands Up and their most recent Japanese album. So I need like 7 albums, and to my knowledge, I'm up to date. Yeah. So I remember when I saw it for $80, right? Yeah, I was like, I'm not spending. I'm not spending a whole bunch of money on that shit. I don't like spending like crazy amounts of money on albums. I just don't. So let's see. So yeah, I just need like maybe less than 10 albums, and I'm at least, I guess you could say I'm done. I'm done, but it's easier said than done to like get them. You know what I'm saying? Um, the same thing with my 21 collection. Like I'm like this close to finishing it. I just haven't finished it. I mean, of course, it's like DVDs and shit that I'm not really trying to get because I don't really. I don't have a DVD player. Um, so as much as I would like to get seasons 1, 2, and 3 for 21 TV, it depends if it's not like crazy expensive. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. um, let's see. No. So I'll check my phone right quick. So I have to freaking go to work tomorrow, unfortunately. So I'm not gonna be. So I'm gonna work. I got coins to make. Um, I spoke that cancel the bus. So I'm trying to think what time to get up. I was like, save. Yeah, so that. So I'm watching the excuse me video. This video was so rude. This video was so disrespectful for like no reason. And I blame mainly Youngkook, Jungkook, and Daehyun for being like the rudest. Like I'm talking about the Japanese version. Like that video was mad disrespectful for like no reason. And first of all, I stand by when I say that B.A.P are like the worst criminals. Because in this video, they like touching shit, like leaving fingerprints everywhere. Like y'all like the worst criminals ever. Y'all on Block B. Y'all like the worst criminals ever. Like leaving fingerprints everywhere, destroy. I'm like, And I'm so happy I finally got Youngkook's photo card for this album because I couldn't find it. It's very hard to find Youngkook photo cards. Oh my god, it is not easy to find his cards. I was like, why? Anywho, so yeah, people. I mean, cause I most likely said this, but like Jungkook and Taeyong are like my ultimate biases. I don't have one. If you was to ask me to pick one or the other, that's like picking a favorite kid. You don't do that. You just don't. You just don't do that. I know that's like being like mad greedy. I don't care. I don't care. It's my. I can do what I want. Y'all can sit here and have one open bar. That's on you, bitch. But not over here, bitch. You tell them plug my phone. Um, I'm trying to think of something else. Do you get one version? Oh, I just get one. I ain't got money to buy all versions because I ain't got money for all of that. So I just get one. The one I like the most, I just get that one. When it comes to Japanese singles, I usually just get like the normal version for the most part. I know like the last few albums they did, they would release like a web version, so it's kind of like the version of was it Wake Me Up, that type of version. I know they have that for oh god, was it? I think Honeymoon. My hands up. I know like they have like different versions, but I only just buy one because I feel like before I used to buy like try to buy all of them back in the day. I don't got the space nor the money for that shit, so I just buy one and I keep it moving. Sid, younger visual need to wake me up, wake me up era. I mean, I feel like from just him having black hair, so like 2014 on, perfect. Just black hair, just leave it black. And like I have this weird obsession with like long hair, so like that type of hair. Well, I mean like everyone was having that type of shit. Like JB from Got Seven had it. Um, Jay Park had his hair like that. Like Jimin a little bit, but it wasn't like really wavy. But he had like similar hair. But yeah, just like leave it black. But yeah, I just like the long and yeah. These are my favorite. We are young, body free. I remember I'm trying to think. I remember like I almost no. When I saw the teasers for Young Wild and Free, my mom was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I was like, "B.A.P is back!" Like I was flipping out. Like I was freaking the fuck out. And this was back when, like, you can watch videos at like 11 o'clock at night and not have to wait till 6 in the morning. Now, I hate that rule, man. It's so whack. Cause now we have to wait till like 6 a.m. over here to watch videos before you can watch videos will come out like 11 o'clock at night, but they don't do midnight releases anymore. So I just remember when Young Wild and Free came out, I almost cried. I did almost cry when I was watching the video. I was like, oh my god, they're back. Good times, good times. Good times. I haven't seen a lot of these videos in a long time, so it's kind of weird like watching it now. I'm still looking for Jungkook's Matrix Special Edition version. But I feel like I might have to spend like damn near $30 on it because I can't find a cheap version for it, and I can always find like other members. So my edges were bleeding. um, but yeah, I still haven't found that one. It's like that's the one I really want, to be honest. Even though I already have Matrix, I want that version, but I can't find it. It's like yeah, I can't find that version for some reason. I think that's the A. I think it's the A version. Yeah, I think Jungkook's is the A version. I think. But anyhow, because I said I might have to spend some coin to get it. Um, not that one. Now they know they wrong trying to sell Jungkook's version for like $40. This song is low key making me cry because they are like free at last. My lord, free at last. I was like, I don't really want to pay that much. That's expensive. I'm just being cheap. I'm probably just being cheap. I mean, well, I've been on it for an hour and a half. Um, I guess I'm gonna go. Cause I gotta get ready for work, and I didn't really want to be on here for like 3 hours again. Um, but I didn't want to like sidetrack and talk about other stuff. I just want to just keep this one on about B.A.P and whatnot. So yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna like talk about other shit in this video or on this live stream. Maybe in another live stream, I'll do one. Um, it's outside your DMs. Okay. Let's see. Like next week will probably be a better if I decide to do one next week because again my job decided to want to cut my hours again. So because of that, um, I'm going to maybe I'll do another live stream like next week. Cause I got like mad days off next week, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for joining me. And thank you for telling me all your memories of B.A.P and just talking about B.A.P and everything else. I know like other babies are like jumping for joy right now. Um, yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna get out of here, and I will see you guys next time.